Hey y'all, it's Nicole here, and I have a recap, my top 3 takeaway points from Brian Johnson's Optimal Breathing 101 course, as well as information that was shared with us in the breathing session for the Optimized Coach course. So, and I know this background is a bit more boring than what I've done, but that's fine. Maybe it'll be less distracting. Okay, so first takeaway point on breathing 101 is number one, why and the problem. Because here I am thinking, well, I breathe every day. And I wasn't really attracted to this class to start with. But then it was part of our coaching class, and I was like, that is fascinating. Let me learn more. So I've been diving in. So oxygen is the number one cell fuel, and it's the number one source of energy for healthy cells. So I can eat well and take supplements, but more important is oxygen. 20% of the oxygen alone is used by our brain. So if I want to think clearly, gotta have some good breathing. And 70% of the detoxification actually happens through our breath. I sweat a lot too, but I guess 70% is happening through breathing. And if the problem is over breathing and shallow breathing and incorrect breathing, say through the mouth. And so that means that we don't have the correct CO2 and O2 balance, and that means that we're not getting the O2 to our cells, and our cells need that, and our organs and muscles. The other thing that really sold me is, I'm not a competitive athlete, but I am an athlete, and sometimes I'm competitive. I like to be an elite, good, high-performing athletic person, and I have a lot of athletic endeavors. So anyway, he said that correct breathing could be the number one competitive advantage for sports because it gets the oxygen into the organs and muscles and the brain where you need them. So that's why and the problem. Number two, how to correct it. So how do you properly breathe? So there's 3 steps to it. Before we get into those 3 steps, there's 2 prep things. One is posture. Chest up, chin down. Superman. The second one is tongue in the magic spot, and that's the roof of your mouth behind your teeth, not pushing on your teeth. And lips gently closed. Feel free to smile, a closed smile. And now the 3 steps. First is in through your nose. Second is down into the belly. Use that diaphragm. And third is to exhale slightly longer than your inhale. And you can also exhale with a smile. In the exhale, you can use your diaphragm to kind of push out the last amounts of your breath too. So this is what it looks like. Oh, that's nice. Hopefully you did that breath with me. And the other interesting thing, or new news to me, was it's quiet. You can't hear it or see it. That's the ideal breath. So, third takeaway point is the breathing count, and this is part of proper breath, is your resonant rate. So, he said that research says that you want to be between 3.5 to 5, probably 6, 3.5 to 6 breaths per minute. Okay, so calculating that out, that's a 17-second breath to a 10-second breath. That's including the inhale, hold, exhale. So a 6-foot-tall person is targeting, I think, that 3.5 breaths per minute. Well, not I think, but that's what he stated. So what I do, and what Brian mentions that he often does, is inhale for 6, hold for 1, and then exhale for a count of 8. So that's a total of 15 seconds, and that would be 4 breaths per minute. So that's the target. And I'll jump into a bonus. All day, every day. That's the target, all day, every day. So this is one of my bonus points. I'll go back to that because I was going to have that be bonus point number 3. So let's try and stay on track. I actually numbered out my bonus points. So, okay. So bonus point number 1 is an exercise for nose clearing. I meant to say, why do you breathe through your nose? That was going to be in point number 2 because this was big for me because I'm like, through nose, through mouth, what does it matter? This is what it matters. The nose filters, humidifies, and conditions the air that we breathe. Plus, it calms our nervous system. So for all those reasons, I was sold. And okay, so then exercise number 1 is nose clearing. If you have a chronic clogged nose, think about your food that you're consuming, if that needs to be adjusted, or address any other issues. But to nose clear, and these 2 exercises are from the book Oxygen Advantage by Patrick. We're on a first names basis because Brian's on a first name basis with Patrick, so I don't even know his last name, but why don't you look it up? So nose clearing is, I'll just explain it. So you inhale, then you pinch your nose, and then you nod it up and down for as long as you can, and then you inhale again, and then exhale. So I'll do a short example of that. That's nose clearing. And then the second bonus is an exercise, and that's breathe less to breathe right. And I'm going to try and capture this, but I suggest you get that book, Oxygen Advantage, and check it out, or he probably has other resources. But basically, it's one hand is on your chest and one hand is on your belly. You relax your shoulders and sit tall. And the concept is you're deliberately breathing less. So you're getting comfortable with more CO2 in your body. And it's actually the CO2 that interacts with the hemoglobin to release O2. So then the O2 can go into your cells and muscles and organs and where it's all needed. So you breathe in 30% less than you're used to. And you're gently pressing with that hand against the belly, and you're not moving. And then you exhale slightly longer than your inhale. Brian does this, I think, for about 10 minutes and 40 seconds every morning. Or at least at the time of his recording, he was doing it. But, everything's evolving. If he found something better, he's probably doing that. So try out, see what works for you. And the idea is that it's light and deep breathing, and it's gentle, and it's more slowly. So that's the second bonus, an exercise. And then I have 5 bonuses. And then the third bonus is when, all day, every day. And then Brian even uses sleep tape. Because if you think about it, sleep is the longest time period that you're doing one thing. So it's 3M surgical tape, micropore, wide enough to fit over his mouth. And he puts it over his mouth so that when he's asleep, then he's also training his breath to only breathe in and out through the nose. I might try that after I kiss my husband goodnight. And this is the hard thing. You even breathe through your nose while doing high intensity interval training, which I like to do. And I tried breathing through my nose, and it's like, it is breathing through a straw. And so I'm still challenged by that. And hopefully I'll keep on persevering and try and get that one down. Bonus point number 4 is to take breathing breaks. Often when you're at a screen, you actually don't breathe. So take a break, your oscillations during the day, and say 90 minutes on and then 10 minutes off with no screens, and you can do conscious breathing during that time. And ideally do the breathing while you're on the screen too. Change that algorithm. And then the 5th and final bonus point is, your nose. He mentions that your nose is for breathing. Your mouth is for eating and talking. And I would add also for kissing. So go out, give somebody a kiss, breathe through your nose, deeply into the belly, exhale slightly longer. Have a great day. Bye-bye.